part in Europe, just as you do already play a major part in Europe as a member of NATO. And I think the way to do that is actually through the single market, which is at the moment part of the European Union, but actually was there when we were a European community. And what I hope to see is the 32 nations, that's the 27 in the European Union, plus Croatia, which comes into the European Union next year, plus Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein, which are parts of the European Economic Area, which is built around the single market. And Turkey would come in as well, making 32 countries. It would be a transformed European Economic Area, which at the moment is, hand-me-downs from the European Union to Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. It would be very different. You can't expect Turkey to join just as an appendage. You'd have to be involved in the restructuring, you'd have to be satisfied with the arrangements. You would have a single negotiator on world trade matters. It's much, much better to be represented by a single voice. And it would basically cover a bit more than just single markets, some environmental questions and some other issues which we call transcendal issues. And I think it would be very helpful to Turkey to be a member of that, and I think it would be very helpful for Europe. Now, it's yet to be negotiated, and you may say, how could it come? Well, it's called Restructuring Europe. That's the title of the book. It's an e-book, so you can get it from Amazon, either Amazon.com or Amazon. It argues through the history of British membership of the European Union since we first really became an issue 50 years ago, historically and also up to date, and it shows how we could, in my view, restructure the existing European Union into fundamentally a eurozone, which would go on being called a European Union, but would be very integrated, pretty close to a country called Europe, and the European community, which would be around the single market. And we'd all be members of that single market, but only a fewer members would be members of the eurozone and share the same currency. I don't want Britain to be, and I've always opposed it. I think it is very difficult to run a single currency unless you're a single country. I'm wholly in favour of a single market, but I don't want a single country and a single government. But